Namaste. Welcome you all for the session on meditation. This is the 38th in the series. We have been following the Patanjala Yoga Sutra, trying to understand the dynamics of the mind and also what is the solution as suggested by Patanjali to move this mind from a state of turbulence to a state of tranquility. In this we have been looking at the root cause of all the sufferings, namely the five kleshas, and particularly we are focusing on avidya or ignorance. And Patanjali has defined what is this avidya. We are trying to look at that. So we will continue with the analysis of avidya, in that particularly a component called Ashuchi, impurity. So we will continue with that. Now sit upright, gently close your eyes, sit in any comfortable position. You can also sit on a chair, but sit upright. Tip of the thumb and index finger in contact and palms facing upward. Eyes gently closed. Just pay attention to the posture. Feel your posture, the toes, the feet, the ankle, legs, knees, thighs, buttocks, pelvis, abdomen, chest, shoulder complex, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers. Feel your arms and the shoulder complex, throat and the neck, chin and the cheeks, the complete facial muscles and organs, the skull. Now just pay attention to your breathing. Don't do anything with the breath. Just learn to witness the air coming in and the air going out. Now we shall chant the sacred word Om 3 times. So you have to inhale, and as you exhale, pronounce the word Om, and watch that very act of pronouncing the word Om, how the modulations in the oral cavity takes place. Beginning it is fully open, then gradually it closes, and towards the end the lips are in contact. And these modulations you should pay attention and also listen to that sacred word Om. Inhale. Be quiet. See what is going through the mind. Mind means thoughts. And many a times these thoughts are of negative nature, disturbing, but always some thoughts that is because of habit formation we have done, always thinking. So, in that sense, it is an ATM, always thinking mind. What kind of thoughts? That will determine whether there is Shuchi or Ashuchi, impurity or purity. Patanjali says that the root cause of all the disturbances is Avidya, and one of the components of Avidya is mistaking Ashuchi to be Shuchi. Last class we discussed about the physical nature of this. Although our body is containing a lot of filth, although it emanates bad odor, we still think that it is pure. So today we will examine from the perspective of the mind. Now slowly open your eyes. So we shall look at further analysis of Ashuchi, a very important component in Avidya. Patanjali says, Anitya Ashuchi Dukkha Anatmasu Nitya Shuchi Sukha Atmakyatir Avidya. This is mistaking impermanent to be permanent, impure to be pure, pain to be pleasure, not self to be self, is avidya. We have looked at nitya, anitya. We are looking at ashuchi and shuchi. We have to see how much of ashuchi impurities are in our mind. We are hosting a lot of impurities in the mind. First we must acknowledge how much of impurities, negative emotions we have. So it all begins with association of the mind with something, some object. It can be anything. It can be a person or some other possession, property, name, fame, whatever. Something that we intensely desire. So that is the beginning. Interacting with the world is not a problem. During the interaction, we come across a lot of objects. Objects means that which are perceivable by our five sense organs. We have to perceive, because if we don't perceive these things, we cannot be operative in the world. There's nothing wrong with it. But we start labeling the object as I like it or I don't like it, I want it or I do not want it. So the moment you put a label, the problems begin. Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, Sankhya Yoga, very aptly captures this. Dhyayato vishayam pumsaha Sangasteshu pajayate Sangat sanjayate kamaha Kamat krodho bhijayate क्रोधाद् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. Just contemplate on this. Gently close your eyes. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषुपजायते. Vishya means something that we like or we don't like. In the world, any object, whatever we perceive, will be an object. But the moment we put a label, I like it, I want it, it becomes a Vishaya. And on these Vishayas or sensual objects, particularly sensual pleasures, the more and more you think of it, sangasteshu pajayate, you get attached. And this will sprout to be a desire, kamaha. The moment we say, I like it, I want it, the more and more you think of it, the desire becomes stronger and stronger. If you don't get it, kamat krodho bijayate. You become angry. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha. And the anger intensifies, get into that moha, delusion, always thinking about it, which will derail the thinking process. Then it will affect our discriminative faculty, buddhi or intellect. That will lead to buddhinasha pranashyati. It will ruin. So we desire something. If you do not get it, it will lead to anger, delusion, it will corrupt the buddhi, and ultimately it will result in the fall down. This is dimension 1. Dimension 2, you desire, you get it. Then also there is a problem. then your expectation with what you get will not remain the same. Either that object will not give you the same level of pleasure, or your ability to enjoy that object may not remain the same. So, even in both the cases, it will again result in krodha. Once this comes, other things follow. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha, sammohat smriti vibramaha, smriti bramshat buddhinasho, buddhinashat pranashyati. This we have to contemplate. We should know this. This does not mean that you should not at all have any pleasures. It simply says that you should be aware of this so that you slowly transform, knowing the limitation. Paving way to clear the mind from the grip of kama and krodha. In other words, the Arishadvargas. You desire, whether you get what you desire or not, krodha will creep in, anger. Then, even if you get it, you want more of it. That results in lobha. Whether you get it or not, you always will be under the cloud of those thoughts, deluded. That is moha. If you get it, and in comparison, if someone does not have it, then that will result in pride. I have this. Madha. You desire, you don't get it, that is, that object, whatever it is, but someone else has it, then you develop matsarya with the other who has that possession. So, object which you desire, if someone else has, you get into that matsarya. So these negative emotions, how much are haunting our mind, we have to closely watch. and we think that these impurities are pure because most of us are filled with these emotions. With the idea that they are pure, because if we knew that it is impure, we would not like to carry it. If we mistake or if we start enjoying the foul smell of some filth in our vicinity, it's a problem. If we know that this is filth, smell is foul, not healthy, not good, we would definitely remove the filth and throw it out. That's why Patanjali says that one of the wings of Avidya is mistaking these impurities to be pure. What is impure? We mistake that it is pure. And we try to find joy in that. That cannot give joy because it is impure. So contemplate on this. Slowly open your eyes. So these are the negative emotions: kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. And as long as we have these negative emotions, we are under the grip of avidya. Which is the root cause of all these things. And that can only lead to suffering, disturbance, turbulence in the mind. Therefore, we should contemplate on these things, not just while sitting in a session like this. Even as we interact with the world, we must be able to witness. We will definitely know when we are disturbed. We know, and then immediately we should check back what is the cause of this disturbance. That's why these 6 are called as the Arishadvargas, enemies. So these impurities we must first identify in our day-to-day living. Then transformation slowly comes. But ardent practice and dispassion, abhyasa and vairagya are a must. So this is the path of Patanjali. We shall offer our prayers to that great sage. Take a deep breath. Yo पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि हरिः ओम्। श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः।